Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So another car recording, but I'm going to jump right into this. So today we are going to be talking about, or myself, the new OnePlus foldable phone. Obviously the guy who I love watching, Marcus Brownlee, released a video talking about and just displaying and showing the new OnePlus device, and it does look pretty good, I have to say. OnePlus, I think, has been one of those phones that I think has a lot of really good qualities, and I think the fact that they made a foldable phone is awesome. So I'm gonna just talk about it, my opinion. Obviously, I want to preface this. I am a Z Fold 5 owner. That's currently what I'm recording on right now, and I love it. So I'm gonna give like a very unbiased, just so far my thoughts on it. So obviously with the new OnePlus device, you're going to have that circular camera that a lot of the OnePlus devices are known for. Now, the reason why I want to talk about the camera first is I feel like that's something that a lot of people care about, right? It's important to have a good camera. You want to have a good camera on a phone. So the camera so far, based on what Marcus Brownlee and also like what reviewers have said, it's not too bad. Now, the biggest issue that people have had so far while using the phone is when they're trying to take any type of just normal photo and there's a lot of action going on, the camera tends to not really have a fast shutter speed, which then causes your image to look pretty blurry. So that's a big thing. I think a lot of people are going to be upset with that, and I don't know if that's something that can be fixed because the phone's already released, so that's something to definitely consider. Now, the benefit of the phone, especially for the OnePlus, is that it does have a bigger screen on the front. So a lot of people with the Z Fold 5 had a big issue with the screen size, saying that it's not wide enough for their fingers, difficult to type with two hands. And my opinion with being a Z Fold 5 owner is I don't think it is difficult by any means. Do I think it could be bigger? Yes, but I actually really do like the size of it. And I don't find myself using the front super often unless I'm recording video and seeing myself or taking quick phone calls, something like that. But with the new OnePlus device, the screen is obviously much more of a smartphone kind of size. You're getting a much wider real estate. And I think that is a one step above the Z Fold 5, is having kind of a bigger screen in the front. If you're someone who wants to text, anything like that. Now, another crazy thing about the OnePlus device, which I think is absolutely insane, the smartphone can do this these days, is its display can reach 2,800 nits, which that is the brightest. That beats the Google Pixel 8 Pro, the brightest phone, and that's insane. That is that must be the most amount of nits a phone has ever reached. I mean, at least that I know. And that's incredible that a foldable phone can do that. And the reason why I wanted to make this video specifically is I think what I love when these companies do when they come out with these phones, and let's say there's pros and cons to each one, it gets a conversation starting and more consumers get interested in buying these types of phones. I really think within the next 5 years, foldable phones will be really prevalent for so many people. I think it's just going to be something that a lot of people are going to invest in, want to buy. I'm curious to ever see if Apple decides to come out with their own foldable devices. I think that would also be incredible to see. So I'm really excited. I think it's great. So again, super bright screen. Now you are getting a great processor with the OnePlus. So far, there doesn't seem to be any issues. I mean, obviously it just was released, so doesn't seem to have any issues whatsoever, which is just awesome. Now the shape of the phone, I would say, is somewhat similar to the Galaxy. You're not getting that kind of open indentation or that openness with the previous Fold devices, but you are getting that bigger screen because of the front screen being bigger as well, so that's something to really take into account. Another thing that I think a lot of people don't think about is when you hold your phone, right, when you're just holding it in general, often what can happen is your fingers can get uncomfortable, especially when you're holding it. And what's nice about the new Z Fold 5 is there's a circular part for the camera. It kind of has, it comes out more of the phone, and what's nice is when you rest your finger on it, you're then able to hold the phone up, you know, not really have that uncomfortableness of like the phone slipping out. So that's a really nice feature. Also with the new OnePlus Foldable, there is like an actual cutout for a camera when you open the phone up. I know a lot of people had issues with the Z Fold 5 specifically, that the camera on it, there is a camera, but it's not great quality by any means, and I fully understand that. I don't use that camera. I don't think I've used it once, but it is nice to have that option, right? Like if you're having it open as a tablet and you want to do like a selfie thing, that is nice to have. I fully agree with that, especially if you're someone who does a lot of like video chatting. But again, that doesn't really matter to me specifically, but if it matters to you, I could see why that would be something that you're curious about. So I don't know the price point of it. I obviously know the price point of the Z Fold 5. It's around like $1,700, which is pretty pricey. And again, I said this before, but the only reason why I decided to get this phone was that I was able to do a few trade-ins in order to get it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have decided to pick this phone up. I think it would have just been too expensive. So luckily, I was able to do that. Now, that is also another point that I wanted to get into with foldables, is like the price is really expensive, right, for foldables. I don't think the average consumer is willing to dish out $1,700 for a phone when they could get one that, you know, maybe has the same power. You know, like there are many factors that go into it. So that's the only thing when it comes to foldables is like the pricing of it, and trying to get more consumers into the kind of market of the foldables. I think this is incredible that OnePlus not only did this, because now it's like there's more competition, and the more competition that we have with the Z Fold, the Pixel Fold, the OnePlus, it's like then there are more people buying foldable phones, and that's just a really great thing to see, because then that helps all of us out, because then these companies are going to make better products because they have to compete with everyone else. So that's awesome. So again, whenever people say like this one's better than this one, I think it really comes down to preference. The Pixel Fold was just too small for me. The Z Fold was really the only other one that I thought about. I really liked it when I saw it in store. I mean, I'm sure if I saw the OnePlus in store, I'd probably end up getting that if I didn't know about this one. So again, and that's not saying I really, really love this phone, and it's not saying that, but it's just like there's preferences for each one, which I think is really nice. So again, let me know what you guys think. One, just about foldables in general, two, the future of them, then also the new OnePlus Foldable. Pretty interesting. So an exciting time for foldable phones. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.